Accurate.
That's cool. I kind of want to see that. Where did we leave off?
They walked along.
Could have been very happy. Yeah. They
Okay.
walked along.
Full Metal Alchemist. They walked along as fast as they could, Dorothy only stopping once to pick a beautiful flower, and after a time, the Tin Woodman cried out, "Look!" And they all looked at the river, and saw the Scarecrow perched upon his pole in the middle of the water, looking very lonely and sad. "What can we do to save him?" asked Dorothy. Lion and the Woodman both shook their heads, for they did not know. So they sat down upon the bank and gazed wistfully at the Scarecrow till a stork flew by, who upon seeing them stopped to rest at the water's edge. "Who are you, and where are you going?" asked the stork. "I am Dorothy." Yeah. Fuck you. Who are you?
Stork's all in my business.
Who are you? This is my meat dog.
Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog? "Who are you and where are you going?" asked the stork. "I'm Dorothy," answered the girl. "And these are my friends, the Tin Woodman and the Cowardly Lion. And we are going to..." Damn, just calling them out like that. "And we are going to the Emerald City." This isn't the road," said the stork, as she twisted her long neck and looked sharply at the queer party. "Represent?" Full Metal Alchemist.
I know it, returned Dorothy, but we have lost the Scarecrow and we are wondering how we shall get him again. "Where is he?" asked the stork. "Over there in the river," answered the little girl. "If he wasn't so big and heavy, I would get him for you," remarked the stork. "He isn't a bit," said Dorothy eagerly, "for he is stuffed with straw, and if you will bring him back to us, we shall thank you ever and ever so much." "Well, I'll try," said the stork, "but if I find he is too heavy to carry, I shall have to drop him in the river again." Full Metal Alchemist.
Cool.
Full Metal Alchemist. So, the big bird flew into the air. And
Big bird.
Oh.
Big bird.
Oh.
Big bird.
Okay. Here's the thing here, okay? So every time I see Big Bird or get reminded of Sesame Street's Big Bird, I think about that time back in the 80s when the Challenger space shuttle exploded. And I will tell you why. Because there was an instance where they were going to throw Big Bird into the Challenger space shuttle.
Oh no!
I don't know if you knew this. But like,
I learned a new thing.
Big Bird should have died in 1989. No!
The thing is,
Oh
they
my
just
God.
they were training the guy in the suit to be Big Bird the entire time, so they had to find like the suit and everything. So the guy had to be in the suit, in the seat, when they went up to simulate Big Bird being on the Challenger. And they dictated that the costume was too big for it. So they're just like, you know what? Maybe next time.
What a horrible idea, anyways. Like, Jesus. It reminds me, I really want to see the Big Bird documentary, though, about Carol Spinney. I wonder if he had any thoughts about that.
Oh, man. But yeah, just imagine the aftermath if they actually threw Big Bird on there, just like, boom.
don't want to think about it.
But
It's horrible.
they'd have to like kill the character off the show because millions of kids would have seen it. They're
Oh
like,
my
Big Bird
God.
just blew up in the sky.
The big bird in the sky.
Tell Snuffy it's getting hot. No. This is horrible.
This is just like, imagine, it's like all of a sudden he just reappears in next week's episode of Sesame Street. Hey guys,
No.
everyone's like, I just saw you blow up on TV. What?
No. No.
Revenge of the Body Snatchers.
Oh no.
Ugh.
Good.
You just see
Next.
Big Bird. You just see Big Bird pointing at you.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's so wonderful that we can laugh about horrible tragedy. Okay.
It's part of the equation. Tragedy plus comedy equals tragedy plus time plus time.
Oh my
That's the
lord.
secret. All right. So
Yeah.
the Big Bird flew into the air and over the water until she came to where the Scarecrow was perched upon his pole. Then the stork, with her great claws, I don't.
What?
Not strokes, storks.
Oh. You can do it. I believe in you. What's happening?
I'm googling if storks have claws. They kind
yeah,
of do.
they have talons.
They're not sharp talons, but I thought they might have been webbed. But okay.
How else
I
do
was
you have to
like-
drop off the baby?
Yeah, that's where babies come from. Don't you know that's where babies come from?
I saw a picture where there was a
Yeah.
crow, or there was a crow that had a coat hanger in its mouth, and it was like the reverse stork.
Jeez.
Ah.
Stop.
Oof.
I'm sharing things that I've seen ingrained in my memory. All right, back to it. I'm not going to elaborate on that. That was a quick little tidbit. I'm not going to torture you with that. Then the stork, with her great claws, grabbed the Scarecrow by the arm and carried him into the air and back to the bank, where Dorothy and the lion and the Tin Woodman and Toto were sitting. When the Scarecrow found himself among his friends again, he was so happy that he hugged them all, even the lion and Toto. And as they walked along, he sang, "Toldy Radio!" Every step
What the?
he felt so gay. Full Metal Alchemist.
Hold the radio.
He told the radio?
Hold the radio. Full Metal Alchemists. I'm not even gonna address this. Okay. I was afraid I should have to stay in the river forever, he said. But the kind stork saved me, and if I ever get any brains, I shall find the stork again and do her some kindness in return. It's all right, said the stork, who was flying along beside them. I always like to help anyone in trouble. But I must go now, for my babies are waiting for me in the nest. I hope you'll find the Emerald City, and that Oz will help you. Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist. Thank you, replied Dorothy, and then the kind stork flew into the air and was soon out of sight. They walked along, listening to the singing of the brightly colored birds and looking at the lovely flowers, which now became so thick that the ground was carpeted with them. There were big yellow and white and blue and purple blossoms, besides great clusters of scarlet poppies, which were so brilliant in color they almost dazzled Dorothy's eyes. Aren't they beautiful? The girl asked. She breathed in the spicy scent of the bright flowers. Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, Metal Alchemy. I suppose so, answered the Scarecrow. When I had brains, I should probably like them better. If only I had a heart, I should love them, added the Tin Woodman. I always did like flowers, said the Lion. They seem so helpless and frail. But there are none in the forest so bright as these. They now came upon more and more of the big scarlet poppies, and fewer of the other flowers. And soon they found themselves in the midst of a great meadow of poppies. Now, it is well known that when there are many of these flowers together, their odor is so powerful that anyone who breathes it falls asleep. Chloroform flowers. And if the sleeper is not carried away from the scent of the flowers, he sleeps on and on forever. But Dorothy did not know this, nor could she get away from the bright red flowers that were everywhere about. So presently, her eyes grew heavy, and she felt she must sit down to rest and to sleep. Full Metal Alchemist.
But the Tin Woodman would not let her do this. "We must hurry and get back to the road of yellow brick before dark," he said. And the Scarecrow agreed with him. So they kept walking until Dorothy could no longer stand. No longer. So they kept walking until Dorothy could stand no longer. Her eyes closed in a oh my gosh. Her eyes closed in spite of herself, and she forgot where she was, and fell among the poppies fast asleep. "What shall we do?" asked the Tin Woodman. "If we leave her here, she'll die," said the Lion. "The smell of the flowers is killing us all. I myself can scarcely keep my eyes open, and the dog is asleep already." It was true. Toto had fallen down beside his little mistress, but the Scarecrow and the Tin Woodman, not being made of flesh, were not troubled by the scent of the flowers. Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist. "Run fast," said the Scarecrow to the Lion, "and get out of this deadly flower bed as soon as you can. We will bring the little girl with us, but if you should fall asleep, you are too big to be carried." So the Lion aroused himself and bounded forward as fast as he could go. In a moment, he was out of sight. "Let us make a chair with our hands and carry her," said the Scarecrow. So they picked up Toto and put the dog in Dorothy's lap, and then they made a chair with their hands for the seat and their arms for the seat in their arms for the arms and carried. That's weird. That sounds like it's worded weird.
The seat and the arms in the seat and the arms. It's arm seat.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Seat and the arms, seat.
Made a chair with their hands for the seat and their arms for the arms.
See what I'm saying?
Made a chair with their hands for
weird.
the seat and their arms for the arms, and they carried the And then they made a chair with the hands for the seat and the arms for the arms, and then carried the girl between them through the flowers.
It's a song right there. The sleep in the hands and the chair and the arms and the.
I can only imagine the Scarecrow saying it, how I've been reading it. Scarecrow.
Yep.
Hello there.
Gonna make
the
me
main chair with the
now
hands
here's
and the
what we're
seat and
gonna
the
do.
arms and the arms and the hand and the sleeping girl machine.
Here's what we're gonna do.
Man,
We're gonna
I
make
feel
a
like if
chair
the
with my
Scarecrow was
hands
talking like that would
for
be
the
a way
seat,
for Rose for sure.
and the arms for the arms, and carry the sleeping girl between us for a flower.
Faster.
New tongue twister unlocked.
Not really. It's just awkward. Yeah. Got a rhythm to
Cool.
it.
Metal alchemist.
Okay.
On and on they walked. Full Metal Alchemist. They walked. And it seemed that the great carpet of deadly flowers that surrounded them would never end. They followed the bend of the river and at last came upon their friend, the lion, lying fast asleep among the poppy.
Just
Flowers
lying
had been-
around.
Flowers had been too strong for the huge beast, and he had given up at last, and fallen only a short distance from the end of the poppy, where the sweet grass spread in beautiful green fields before them. We can do nothing for him, said Tin Woodman sadly, for he is too heavy to live. We must leave him here to sleep on forever, and perhaps he will dream that he has found courage at last. I'm sorry, said Scarecrow. A lion was a very good comrade for one so cowardly. But let us go on. They carried the sleeping girl to a pretty spot beside the river, far enough from the poppy field to prevent her from breathing any more poison of the flowers. And here they laid her gently on the soft grass and waited for the fresh breeze to waken her.
Ba-ba-da-ba. Chapter 9.
Man, Scarecrow, what the shit? Like, now we know that the lion is ride or die. Like, he's just like, we came together, we leave together. But the Scarecrow is just like, huh? And the Tin Man's just like, well, sucks to suck.
How long are we
It's
gonna
just
go
a
on?
kid.
Should we do this one and then call it quits?
How long is this chapter?
I was gonna just say, let's cut it here. 3
Okay,
chapters seems to be a nice
yeah.
time.
Yeah, because it's almost 12 here. It's like 11:30.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I will go ahead and
Alright.
mark the chapter. Mark the days. Alright. I guess I could raid
fellow
Mandy.
reading renegade is streaming. Yeah.
He is reading
Wanna do a double raid?
Renegades. Double raid. Double
Alright.
raid to Mandy, mall dummy.
All right. Satil, thank you again for the donation. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
4M sends their
Okay.
regard.
Yes.
Yes.
Mall dummy.
All right.
Alright, I'm just
everyone,
gonna
hope you
raid
guys have
right
a
away.
great night.
So good
Yeah.
night, everybody.
Good on.
Oh, as soon as it lets me raid.
Yeah.
Raid now. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.